Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you'll meet a social media guru. She's helping her clients tell their stories through all the latest platforms. Her incredible story, just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
All right, I'm a baby boomer, so I'm gonna give a confession. I don't do my own social media. I have people who do that on my team. So if you've seen posts from me, it's not me. I don't really know how to figure it all out. And it seems like every time you turn around, there's a new platform that you have to know and understand. And that's why you bring in an expert to do things that you're not good at. Breeana Renee is in the studio. She is the founder of the Social Bee Agency. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm really excited to be here.
Well, I'm excited about this show because I think there's so many misconceptions about social media. People think they can just throw up a Facebook account and then put a daily affirmation, and that's doing social media.
Yeah.
But then you look and you see there's no engagement, no follows. So what's your overall philosophy about social media? How do you approach it?
I like to emphasize the face behind the brand. I feel like that's the biggest thing. No one wants to see stock photos anymore. No one wants to see those random affirmations that have nothing to do with your business. So I really like to emphasize showing the face behind the brand and reiterating your cause, whether you're a nonprofit or you're a cycling studio or marketing agency, there's always a why behind it.
Yes, and some platforms work better for some companies than others. Like if you're a conservative button-down law firm, you might not want to make silly TikTok videos. So when you get with a client for the first time, are you talking to them about which platforms are the most meaningful?
Yeah, so I really like to figure out their goals first when it comes to not only their business, but what they want to do on social media. So whether it's brand awareness or increasing engagement overall, that will kind of tell you where to go, where your audience should be. So like you said, if you're a law firm, you really don't want to be spending too much time on TikTok. Your audience is more likely on LinkedIn. Being a marketing agency, I find that I'll find audience on both LinkedIn and Instagram because, it kind of varies the type of people that need marketing services. And so when I meet with a client, I figure out their goals, and then we talk about which platform works best for them.
Outstanding. She has an amazing website. So as you scroll on the website, let's talk about the kinds of clients that you love to work with. Are they typically small to mid-sized businesses?
They are typically small to mid-sized because I feel like those people need the most help. They usually are, only a couple of years into their business, so they may not have a fully developed marketing team. And so that's where I like to come in and take everything off their hands because, as you know, as a business owner, like you said, social media is an entirely other job. So we want to make sure that you're not wasting too much time engaging, making posts, creating content, and that you're actually running your business and you are able to trust me in knowing that I understand your brand, I understand your mission, and I can create the content that relates to it.
Tell me one of your favorite success stories.
Ooh, that's a good question. I think one of my favorite success stories, I was telling you earlier, one of my favorite clients is Abides Women's Health. They're located in sunny South Dallas, and their mission is to provide affordable and holistic prenatal and postnatal care to women of color. And so they have truly been, honestly, like a light in my company only because they had a marketing strategy before, but they didn't have much of a social media presence when it comes, like I said, showing the face behind the brand. And so when I came in, we started to have a little more fun with things. Like we do the TikTok trends every now and again, but I'm also doing really well at highlighting their mission. And so it was actually a couple months ago, they hosted a Roots of Hope fundraiser. And so their mission is to launch a mobile clinic so they can reach more people throughout DFW. And when I did their recap video for that, the CEO and founder, Cecily Smith, she put it in the Slack. She was like, this made me tear up. Like, you're truly able to capture what Abide is about. And that's really what makes my work worth it, honestly. Yes, we're gaining followers. Yes, we're gaining awareness. But when the client themselves, I'm saying that I'm amplifying their brand, then I know that I did my job.
And I think that your eyes kind of light up when you talk about that. So I know that this is not just a clock that you punch and do a 9 to 5. This is all consuming for you.
You don't do social media just, I mean, you do it for fun, but like running a business, you have to have some type of passion behind it.
And I love that, and that's why you're so successful. I love your videos, and I urge you, all my audience, to follow her on all her social media platforms. I found one kind of behind-the-scenes video. Let's go ahead and roll that.
Come with me to work a private event for one of my clients. So usually when I do this, I like to use a camera in my phone. Don't ask me why. I'm just being extra. This was a wellness event put on by a life coach. She wanted to emphasize how fitness can play a huge role in reducing your stress. So that's just me getting some content. Those are my lovely clients just saying hey to everyone. And yes, child, I am on the floor. But you got to do what you got to do to get them angles, right? And look at them putting in that work. I was sweating just looking at them, okay? So I grabbed a few flicks afterwards as they snacked and got some mimosas, and then we called it a day.
Beautiful. I'm so glad you posted that because people need to know kind of what goes on.
Yeah.
So do you usually have a plan when you get hired to do an event like that? Do you know
Yes.
what you're going to do?
So you can include event coverage in your package. And so what comes with that is I kind of go over a shot list with you to make sure that I'm getting enough content to use later, not only for the recap, but obviously to repurpose later because you can repurpose everything. And so I go in, it's usually, depending on the size of the event, I'm solo or I'm bringing a few team members with me. And we'll go in, we'll take photos, we'll take videos, we'll kind of make sure that people are engaging with one another. I've even done a setup to where we had like a little selfie station where people can dance if they love, the company, or dance if they're excited to be here. And so we kind of offer a little bit of everything to really get the people engaged and make sure everyone has a good time. And we're capturing the essence of the event. So like with the Cycle Studio, we want to make sure we're capturing the energy and the fast-pacedness of it all. But with Abide, it'll be a little more softer, a little more empathetic.
Yeah. You're a storyteller. You're like a movie maker, or you do it in little short videos.
I'm trying to do selling.
It does. It really does. Okay, so we have a couple minutes left. So look into that camera on the left and talk to the small business owner or medium-sized business owner who says, I think I just found my social media manager.
Well, you came to the right place. We are here to amplify your story and your brand. And the best thing about the Social Beat Agency is that we're a one-stop shop. We don't require you to send us any content. We will come into your business, do all of the content creation, give you the scripts and the guides that you need to be successful. And afterwards, we will manage everything from start to finish, the scheduling, the posting, the editing, engaging with your community, because that's the number one thing that people are missing, community. You don't build a brand by selling, you build a brand by storytelling. So let me do that for you.
Wow. Great way to end this segment. We're also going to leave you with her website, which is, of course, thesocialbeagency.com. The great Breeana. Renee, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, Jeff.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.